We'll see what is going on. Anyway, what's up, everybody? I am Kozen. I'm going to be casting ShoWTimE versus Elazer right here in a bit of a moment. I'm trying to get everything sorted for myself as well. Let me take a quick glance at everything that is going on over here. There we go. Invite me, please, to lobby. What's up? So yeah, originally Grant was planning to be doing this one. I think it was looking forward to this one too. Let me see. Okay, looks like everything is in order. Let me just go to... So I have a little bit of a chat window here open as well. What's up, everybody? Okay, looking good, looking good. What's up, what's up? Elazer versus ShoWTimE, a great, good old match between two very reasonable players, I can say so myself. EU pride and proudness going on around these places. Anyway, I've already had quite a big stream today, so I'm a little bit of a... You're gonna have to excuse me if I start jabbering a little bit. I didn't really expect to fully be streaming anymore. Anyway, let me try to get everything sorted as we stroll through this stream together. Everybody, let's have a good time. Let's make it a good one. Messenger chat, caster, it's an awesome. That doesn't seem correct, does it? Alright, anyway. Hope it's gonna be good enough. Hope it's gonna be good enough. Anyway, I think everything's looking okay. It doesn't look like anything crazy is going on here. Maybe one thing I have to do though, let me see. Twitter, should I tweet about this? I guess it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, alright, looking good, looking fine. We are into game number 1 between a best of 9 series. Between the best of 9 series, what am I talking about? It's a best of 9 series between these two players. We have in the bottom right side of the map the red Zerg player. It is the one, it is the only Mr. Popularity from himself. It is Elazer. A great, magnificent Zerg player. And his opponent right here in the top left side of the map. It's the one, it's the only, it's the blue Protoss player. It is ShoWTimE. From Team Makers here. I guess Elazer AGO. Is that his team? I don't know if that is his exact team. Normally I would research all this stuff beforehand. I promise you, I'm very bad at remembering stuff overall, which is the reason why I don't know these things already, or else I would, I would spend some time trying to learn all this stuff. But you know what, if you're already bad at remembering things, it really doesn't matter if you're gonna, try to. So why even try to, right? That's my overall life motto. Why try? Very depressing. Anyway, okay. I don't know why I'm bringing it to here. It doesn't matter too much. Alright. Gateway, cybernetic score being thrown down here by ShoWTimE. Very quick Nexus early on. Nice and smooth sailing for the Protoss player here. Same for Elazer. Elazer wanting to get that macro going, getting his first hatchery up nice and early. Let's see when he will be planning to throw down that third base as well. Yes, a couple of minerals here. Of course, 2 queens will be 300 minerals. But, alright, also, of course, the links. That is something I forget sometimes. There's something else you need to grab. Another overlord as well. So it's all gone now. But Again, going up to... No, actually not. Alright, I'm going to stop trying to guess when he will be going out for that third base. Because it will be now. There it is. Okay. The final guess was the correct one. I guess if you keep guessing, then the final guess is always the correct one, right? And that is just in the spirit of let's actually try sometimes. Okay. Twilight Council coming out here for ShoWTimE. A safe opening overall. This Overlord, I'm not sure if it still wants to be here necessarily. And, well, alright, it does seem to agree with me. That one link there, maybe a bit unnecessary exchange in blows, but, yeah, that was unnecessary actually. You're already at the Overlord here. No need to really commit that link right then and there. Maybe he was planning to run it into the main base. Maybe that was the idea behind it, but I don't know. It didn't work out then. It didn't work out there. ShoWTimE doing the same thing, but he's using an ethereal spirit of himself. So he's going to be able to not actually commit to this location here and just jump back out again. We are seeing a very standard Dark Shrine opening here with the robotics facility coming out of ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE will be going for that, well, maybe a little bit of Dark Templar pressure, but then immediately into the Archon drop. The droppage of the Archons. You know what? We used to have this thing called the Archon Toilet, and now I like to see the War Prison as the Archon Toilet in this matchup. It's the place they like to go and sit, rest a little bit, and gather their thoughts. And you know what? An Archon has to go to the toilet somewhere, and they sure don't do it on the map, or else I'm pretty sure some blazing scorch marks would... I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Guys, let's try to keep it professional, Kozan. It's, anyway. Queens. Hey, Queens. How are you doing today? I'm talking to these queens over here. Two lovely sisters. Soul sisters. And back to professionalism, please. Okay, I'm trying, guys. I'm might not think it is, but this is me trying. Okay, Dark Templars being created. Gonna transform immediately into those Archons. A nice, safe maneuver here. Also, ooh, this is a nice pylon over here, already reducing a little bit of surface area. Normally you see a lot of double pylons, but this time just a singular pylon, using minerals as well in combination with that, just showing us why ShoWTimE is considered one of these really top-notch players right here. And picking up those Archons before too much is being dealt damage-wise, making them implode. And, well, he does manage to get a Overlord for his trouble so far. Of course, with the double Archon opening, you kind of want to look for a little bit more damage. But a player of Elazer, his caliber, most likely it's going to be very difficult for ShoWTimE to find any damage at all, of course. Let's just see if Elazer is going to be able to hold this up, this momentum. This aggression of killing Overlords everywhere across the map. Actually, I'm seeing not that many Overlords being put across the map. A lot of Zerglings, though, have been put everywhere. Anywhere where he may want to have a little bit of scouting, more intel, seeing whether or not there's some sort of warping in going on. A big attack bulking up on his side of the map. He wants to be aware of it. Look at that fancy little micro from the War Prism. Not allowing that Archon to die there. That got very close, actually. But yeah, ShoWTimE kind of showing off here. Show off ShoWTimE. Two adepts coming in as well. Going to be able to take down a couple of drones. 2 drones, 3 drones so far on the menu. And that is where it's going to stay. 3 drones respectable. And anything else? No, actually, I thought he would try to come in with the Archon as well at the same time somewhere else. But didn't manage to do so, unfortunately. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Swarm Host actually gonna be created here by Elazer. Elazer is gonna bring the thunder in the shape of those locust waves, those clouds. Stormy clouds on the horizon. It's not stormy clouds, it's just a ginormous wave of locust that is being constructed right now for ShoWTimE to be buried underneath. Charge legs on the way as well. A couple combined with Immortals. Oh, look at that. Fancy little goopy whoop going down there on the robotics facility. Good stuff from Elazer. making life difficult here for ShoWTimE. And of course, it's gonna make his roaches a lot more valuable later on if this attack comes in, right? Those roaches will not be pummeled to death as much by those immortals. Trying to do it again one more time with that Overseer. Didn't find a great path going inwards though, but look at this. 2 immortals coming in here with the Warp Prism, managing to take down 3 of those swarm hosts already. Absolute amazing damage being dealt here. Now there's no Nidus Worm available yet. In comes the thunder. In it comes. Will it be able to get something done here? No, it doesn't look like it. Shield battery more than enough to keep this up and rolling. So maybe not the greatest first wave of Locust, but you know what? You always got to start somewhere. And, well, you might actually lose more swarm hosts here. ShoWTimE, you absolute magnificent beast. You got to slow down. You're giving me a heart attack. This is too much for me to handle already. And it's just the first game. These Archons, I mean Immortals now, of course. Alright, in comes Cloudy Weather once more. Looking for something to nibble on in these Locusts. They are going to get quite a couple of Zealot kills going down straight away. There's still a lot of Roaches here as well. They want to wait again for the next wave of Locusts. And this is kind of an interesting way of playing this, actually. Just going for the Locust and then having a big buffer shield of Roaches to kind of keep them safe here. Not really going for the, you know what, the, whatchamacallit. Oh, this is also lovely. Again, killing off more swarm hosts here. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's doing it without much of trouble. Look at that! Killing off another one. Jeez Louise, ShoWTimE. Absolutely amazing. Alright, now in comes more Locusts over here, going towards the army. That's where you want to be. Yes, yes, yes. Kill those Archons. There you go. Kill everything that is valuable. Maybe a couple too many Archons actually to really do damage there. Not that much being killed off in the form of Protoss units. And it's all because of those Archons actually being able to kill off a lot of those Locusts before they actually get to do anything. Now, the Swarm hosts are still here. The Observer did manage to see these units. And yes, alright, there they go. They getting caught out of position here, and now the Immortals with the Warp Prism, in they come. This is gonna be a bloodbath, and not much else can be said about that. Elazer is still trying his best to preoccupy ShoWTimE somewhere else, but look at this, ShoWTimE not letting up. He's still killing off these swarm hosts. This is absolutely amazing. He killed 15 swarm hosts. And you know what? I'm guessing that at least 14 of those were due to these Immortals. Absolutely amazing. Great job there by ShoWTimE. Look at this awareness as well. Immediately whopping in 2 Dark Templars. How brilliant is that? Killing off that Nidus Worm before it even becomes a problem here. Elazer now on full base economy versus coming up to full bases ShoWTimE economy. I mean, Elazer still ahead in supply, yes, but most of that, of course, as we all know, come on, say it with me everybody, it's in Roaches. So Roaches, what does that mean? It pretty much sucks, doesn't it? It's not that good. You want to have something else, something bigger, something later attack, and that is exactly what Elazer is working towards in the form and shape of that Greater Spire here. Greater Spire is going to try his best to make something happen. Actually, these Locusts finally finding some damage here, and oh, as this is going on, Elazer taking the opportunity to try and poke in from the left here, realizing the army of ShoWTimE is moving in though. Gonna play it safe, doesn't want to lose these forces for absolute free, so moving backwards again. Elazer needs to go back into the Nidus Worm, back to safety. There is still a Nidus Worm here, right? Am I mistaken? Okay, yeah, there it is. A little bit obscured there by the other Zerg units. They all look alike to me. I'm a little bit racist like that, but that's alright because I'm a Terran player. Right, I mean, the Dark Templars did go down. Okay, okay. Locust coming into that 4th base location, only targeting down a couple of units, and, well, good pull back there from ShoWTimE. Oh, this is going to be very difficult to push into these small bridges with Ravager Biles. Ooh, please, no, do not attempt this at home. Alright, both players still trying their best to kind of... Oh my god, a little bit of a falter there perhaps from ShoWTimE. letting a couple of units be caught out of position, and Elazer now moving forwards here, still doing more pressure with those Swarm Hosts. Oh my dear lord, Swarm Hosts getting caught out of position, but he does have all these locusts though, luckily, to keep them safe, keep them secret. And what is this? Is Elazer maybe overextending a little bit with his roach forces? I guess he doesn't want to... Alright, no, he does want to have these roaches. It's not just throwing away supply at this time, because he does have that greater spire available, right? Doesn't he? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Alright, so he should be looking towards a higher tech tier army here, but still committing to the roaches. I guess it's mostly because, well, he does have kind of a bank, so maybe it's just the necessity of time that requires him to make these roaches right now. And it should be more than enough to actually deal this, push back this army of ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE not having a chance here, and look at this, more damage being dealt here. 10 workers going down from those locusts. Quick brief moment of watching something going on there. Anyway, more locusts flying in here as ShoWTimE, his army kind of melted there. ShoWTimE now on 36 army supply. One Nexus will fall down. Gonna go back to 3 bases. The one, you know what, the one good thing about this, that the one, how do you call this, relief for him maybe might be that Elazer is only on a 4 base economy. So Elazer, you know what, yeah, I wouldn't mind if he does start expanding a little bit more, but maybe that would just open up more flanks for ShoWTimE to try and poke into. Especially with all those Dark Templars as well. It's going to be difficult for him to keep everything safe. Although, look at that vision from Elazer. Oh my dear lord, I only just now noticed. That is Overlords absolutely everywhere. Now, having these Corruptors as well, GG is called. Elazer taking a first game quite decisively. Woo. Okay, so how are we all doing today, guys? What's up, Exo Striker? How you doing, buddy? Sun Lily is here as well. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I'm not sure if the... Is it the right... Well, if you want to support us, over there above the chat window, somewhere above there-ish, look, I've been told that it has been updated to the correct information. So, if you do want to support us, or at least these players, right? You want to support these players, right? All right. Let me update the streamer notice. Hold up. Actually, there's a couple of things I still gotta set up and roll with. All right, give me a second, guys. A moment of pure, unadulterated back office going on right here on stream. We're gonna update our streamer notice. One moment, please. One moment, please, of your time before we continue forwards with this amazing show match. These players have been invited for today. Alright, so all Maturino funds go to blah blah blah. So visit this site. Yeah, Caster. No, Caster should be something else that is at really cousin now. Thank you very much, Creighton. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, and the code, let me do the code as well. Please don't start the game yet, alright? Alright, hurrying it up. Code is this over here. Now, I don't know if you actually need to refresh the stream. If you do, you know what, let me put it into the stream chat as well. So the code would be that. Let me put that over like this code. And then the website link, that would be a good thing as well to have, right? So that the website link should be this. There we go. So if you go to that website, and then, wait, I didn't post the code. I didn't post the code. Apparently the code didn't copy into this code. That's the code. Alright, so if you use that code on that website, you will be able to add a little bit of extra funds to our players' pocket change for playing in this game. Also, you know what, let me update this, everything here. It should be good. We should be good for this. Looks like everyone is ready to go, so let's just go for it, alright? Let's just rock and roll. Let's rock the boat. Let's thunder the Thunderdome. Let's craft the stars for today in this match between ShoWTimE and Elazer. Hype, 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 hype. Indeed it is. as much hype as we can bring to you today. And it's going to be this. I also need another drink here. 1 second, guys. A quick sip of drinking gonna occur as before we introduce these players. Actually, pure professionalism. That's the wrong person I just gave the point to. There we go. Maybe one more sip. As it is just the starting point of this game. Right, nothing interesting going on. Is there something crazy going on? No, I don't see it, so we're still good. We're still good. We're just prolonging the time that we need for in the starting periods of the games. Usually nothing too interesting is happening anyway, and normally I would be talking about either something crazy like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z, as you know what all my predecessors have done in the past. All my great inspirational other casters in the gigging of the casting gigs business. Alright, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but we have in the bottom right side of the map a red Zerg player. He goes by the name of Elazer. There he is, Elazer. It is the one, the only, guys. It's truly him and his opponent. It's the blue Protoss player in the top left side of the map. He is ShoWTimE. The one and only as well, guys. Truly believe me, it's not a fake. It's the real one. Why would we lie to you today on this weird stage? That would be very awkward to lie about things like these, wouldn't it? Okay, anyway. Coming back towards the game, let's take a quick glance at what these players are preparing for us now. And, you know what, maybe some of you already saw a little bit of deviation from regular builds, giving you an inclination as to what might be going on here. But for me, it's looking like a rather normal, sexy macro opening here for both these players. Right, nothing weird, nothing insane. I mean, a Stargate, that is pretty much the weirdest thing we're seeing right now, but even then, that is pretty normal as cookie cutting regularity. Is he gonna get it? Oh, he ran away. Alright, he gave up. Didn't want to overcommit. I mean, there is an Adept on the way, so it's probably the wisest thing to do right here, right now. Okay, yeah, I mean, Adepts and a Stargate on the way for ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE is gonna ramp up the aggression in the early game here a little bit. Previous game, we didn't really see it. Well, I guess we saw the Archon drop, right? The Archon drop is something in the form of aggression, but Zergs have been dealing with that for quite a while now, and they seem to be fully capable of dealing with this pretty much perfectly, without much of a hassle. And, ooh, well, no Oracles, but it's Phoenixes. It's Phoenixes this time, and he's gonna move it. Let's take a look where he's gonna... Alright, he's gonna move it over here. So he's gonna hunt down Overlords. And you know what? It's probably a good idea, right? Because this Overlord is already flying in. It's gonna see the Stargate regardless. So if you start attacking it earlier on, it might be of a bigger impact for Elazer, his macro timings. And as we can see right now, 48 for 50 supply. And, well, he got supply blocked for like half a second there. So, I mean, it's not that bad for Elazer. But right now, he needs to make another Overlord or else he will be in trouble later on, right? So, I guess you also kind of expect to lose that Overlord. So, not the worst of cases, actually, for Elazer here. Probably completely prepared for this. He is supply blocked now. But he's making Spore Crawlers. So, that is kind of helping out with this as well, this situation here. And only now making another Overlord. He needs to be aware. Alright, here is the Oracle, actually. The Oracle coming in. Gonna be able to take down 3 drones. 3 drones in total. You sell it once, twice, and 3 times. And 3 times is a lucky charm here, of course. Making words and things up as we continue on. Now just kind of going straight into double... Wait, is he actually... Oh my dear lord. He's actually going double Stargate here. 2 Phoenixes at the same time being created. And that is what we like to see. That is the rotty builds that we want to have in every game. For anyone who loves to watch Roddy play. That's just attributed to Rotti. I have no idea if this is it exactly. Probably not. Maybe ShoWTimE giving it a little bit of his own flair, but you know what? I like to see this. This is absolutely amazing. This is a lot of phoenixes. Now, the counter to this, of course, would be a Nidusworm into the main base of ShoWTimE. But as we can see, pretty much all the overlords have been cleaned up. He showed like 1 or 2 phoenixes, and then he started saving them up, right? So he cleared out pretty much any of the scouting possibilities for the Zerg, and then he started massing up these phoenixes. So very interesting here, coming out of ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE now. Is he gonna get a lot of damage done? That is the question, of course. Is he gonna get it? Alright, well, a lot of overlords are gonna die, that is for sure. More drones here on the menu as well. Gonna get gobbled up here. Ooh, that would have been a nice pick up there as well, but the drone just barely escaping, transforming into a hatchery immediately upon sight of those phoenixes, realizing, alright, I need to become a building right here, right now. And you know what? Dreams do come true if you are a drone, and your dream is to become a hatchery. And, well, picking up more drones here. 8 drones, 9 drones already being killed, and I'm kind of waiting to see what Elazer's response is going to be. He's completely supply blocked fully. He's trying to make more overlords. Another overlord is most likely going to get killed here. Oh, ShoWTimE, alright. Getting off a queen, that's a good thing as well. Queens just slowly picking them off, and if you keep killing queens like this, you can definitely start snowballing this, but needs to be careful. A lot of these phoenixes are low on shields, so needs to hold on for a moment here. Nice microing backwards the low HP phoenixes, killing off a couple more drones before he heads out. 3 more drones going down, and haha! Oh yeah, even another overlord. Alright, that is the stuff of legends here. Now, going straight into double immortal production as well. I don't even know, guys, what ShoWTimE is doing here. This is absolutely beyond my, you know what, my recommendations or my capability of understanding what is happening here. A lot of Hydralisks are being created, and Hydralisks are, you know what, supposed to be pretty good against immortals overall. But then again, like, if you do go for heavy phoenixes, sometimes the Zerg would just counter you and kill you straight up. Going with a lot of roaches, right? Maybe in combination with that Nidusworm. So this mass amount of immortal production, actually kind of interesting. Might be something to just kind of safeguard him from a scenario such as that one. Immortals dead. I think not being able to go shoulder to shoulder through this little choke points here, so... This is kind of fancy too. Only mining out a single mineral, so keeping the pathway as slim as possible. Having a pylon there as well in case he needs to do an emergency warp into the wall of the area there. Good stuff coming out of ShoWTimE so far. ShoWTimE here. Where is this? Oh, he made a status wall trap. Is it anywhere nearby? Maybe we should just keep an eye out on the phoenixes. The phoenixes here are going to be able to gobble up 8 more drones. That is absolutely immaculate damage here being dealt. And now coming in again once more, looking for the main prize of tonight, which is more overlord kills. And let's take a quick glance already. Actually, only 6 overlords having been killed. I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. I definitely was hoping to see more overlords being killed here. But unfortunately, that's not the case. One circling here, very... Look at this. He is absolutely petrified here. Like, oh my dear lord. This is the scariest thing for a Zergling. Just like... not only does he have to sacrifice his life for the greater good of the Zerg, but also he has to stare death in the eyes for a good half minute there before he finally gets to be absolved from this world. Alright, anyway. That is a terrifying sight for a Zergling. Anyway, a lot of Banelings, a lot of Hydralisks. This might be a big attack coming in here for Elazer, and it might do quite good if it weren't for these High Templar. They do have Storm, so that could be absolutely terrifying. These Storms need to be amazing. That is all I can say. They need to be the greatest storms in the world, because this might just be too much to handle. Although, actually, I mean, ShoWTimE does have a large army supply. I guess a lot of it is over here as well. Unit tab. 9 High Templar, 2 Sentries, a Oracle, 6 Phoenixes, a War Prism, 2... oh my dear lord. 2 Adapts, 1 Adapt, excuse me. And a lot of Archons and Immortals. It's kind of a weird force. But, okay, wait, hold up, we're having an engagement. Let's just see how this force does, actually. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a very expensive force, and it could do quite a bit. Oh my god, almost letting those Banelings roll right into the Bane, or the High Templar. Things are looking dicey here for both players, I have to say. Those storms, oh my god, they were absolutely beautiful. Right, and now... well, I don't know who came out on top of that fight, actually. A lot of Banelings did die, but a lot of them connected as well. Looking at the units lost count overall, I'd say that Elazer maybe got a little bit of the worst trade there. Especially considering that he's only on the full basis versus the full basis as well for ShoWTimE. Could be wrong on that call, but who knows. That's how I feel, alright? You can't debate how I feel about anything. Moving to the right here with a lot of links and high res. I'm sorry, I got it too excited there. I wanted to go upwards and I went all the way to the edge of the map. Cancelling that base. Killing off Archons, killing off Immortals here. Doing a lot of damage. Coming in on the left side as well. Storms have to be absolutely perfect right now. It's looking like it might not be enough though. The Banelings connect on top of the High Templar. One final storm remaining. Another final storm remaining. And... well, that might be the end of this base, but maybe not the end of the game. I don't know exactly. Will it be? Oh my god, these Banelings, if they get good connections right on top of those. Oh god, alright, that was... oh, that almost was absolutely game ending. Now, there are carriers. There's 3 carriers, I suppose, right? It's going to be difficult for Elazer to push into this third base, but... yeah. GG is called. Elazer taking another game away from ShoWTimE. Very well played there by Elazer. Just, you know what, not over-making bases for a long time. Just staying on a good amount and exactly what he needed, apparently. Making the army that he needed as well. And absolutely steamrolling there. A great job indeed. Absolutely wonderful. Alright, let us take a quick glance again at chat. What is going on? Full Rotty builds, yeah. Let's hope Rotty didn't see that one. That would be quite disappointing for him. Hashtag Rotty build. Okay. Game number 3 on the way already. This is going rather quick, guys. We're on Triton. And if you're tuning in right now and you're like, wait, hold up, Grant, what happened to you? Why do you have this weird accent and why does your face look like that, mate? Well... I'm not Grant. I'm not Grant. I don't know. I'm horrible at pronunciation. All right, don't blame me. It's because I'm not Grant. I'm this guy. That's who I am. Instead. Okay. I think maybe. Was that too much casting? Was that too much hype that last game? I don't know anymore. Woo! Anyway, next one in the series will be on Triton. I think it's Insomnia, truly striking here. ShoWTimE is ready. Elazer seeming to need a little bit of a second here. There's another thing I need to do, by the way, before... actually, I'll do that at the start of this game. Some more back office stuff that I would have done pre-stream. Didn't get a chance to. Alright, it's starting. It's the starting. It's a going. Here we go. Yahoo! Elazer versus ShoWTimE. But yeah, Grant kind of had a couple of difficulties with his PC. And, well, it was out of his control, unfortunately. He was really looking forward to this one, guys. And, you know what? He would have been the perfect man for the job, honestly. But yeah, it doesn't always work out that way as you want it to. So unfortunately, I had to step in here. I guess for me, it's just a joy, right? Because I get to first-hand watch Elazer versus ShoWTimE evolve, develop, however you want to call it, right? I get to watch it first-hand here. And you know what? That's just a good thing for me overall. Let me quickly, actually, we're still in the loading screen anyway, right? So one thing I had to do, let me see if I did this right here. I think so. And let's get this little thing. You should be seeing a little bit of a, what you would call it? Yeah, there it is, there it is. And now it's loading in. And voila. Come on. Come on, little fella. You know, you want to make your appearance. It's not showing up. Maybe I did it wrong. Oh, there it is. All right, that is the prize pool for the sponsor quest. So, please, guys, if you have a moment, help us out with the sponsor quest. Go over to the website of the Matcherino. It is on the just above the chat. There's a little box. Go to that website, copy the code, and then just yeah, log in, press contribute, fill in the code, and you should be absolutely wonderful. All right. Also, as we're still loading into this game, I feel like I have an opportunity to say this. Guys, events like these would not be possible without pro-end sponsors, which we have been able to accumulate very, very luckily for us. My StarCraft 2, I'm not sure what is going on. It seems like maybe someone has disconnected. I really hope it's not me. But anyway, our sponsor, a great sponsor, one of the top-notch sponsors within the esports community. It is GameStop, the top destination for all your esports needs. And if you need to find a top headset or maybe controller, mice, keyboards, anything you would require to enhance your competitive gaming advantage, go over to GameStop.com/high-performance and they will hook you up with the greatest gear available. GameStop.com/high-performance. Alright, now that out of the way, let us hope, cross our fingers and clench our buttocks, hoping that this is gonna fix itself out here, or else I'm gonna look the fool for stepping in for somebody with PC problems and then having PC problems of my own. Faz has left the game. I mean, it wasn't completely necessary, was it? Maybe it was. I guess it was the, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. Is this where the term came from? Like, when everyone's saying re with a lot of e's in the back, is this like why? Because whenever one of these games starts up and they need to remake it, they just say re, and it's like, you know, one of those squinchy moments. Sorry from Elazer. Sorry, it's too little, too late. I mean, we cannot do this without Fast, can we? Yeah. Alright. Elazer only now realizing that I was in fact a admin, and he wanted to reset for a whatchamacallit. Yeah, for a caster. He was like, we cannot do this without the caster, right? Let's just recreate, and he immediately left the series, and that's just a very nice gesture. It wasn't necessary, but ultimately it's still very much appreciated. Some of these players that just like, you know, and just fingers crossed hoping that things are gonna work out anyway. Not really thinking about the other casters in the game, but you know what, it's a team effort, right? I mean, these players are the players, but we're the casters, and without casters bringing the games, then there's no esports, right? And maybe if there was a separate cameraman as well, but other than that, there would not be esports. And so very much appreciated that. Elazer, a great guy. Thank you very much for immediately resetting the game. There's no way really he could have asked, right? That would have been absolutely terrifying as well. Like, in the middle of a game trying to figure this stuff out, it's not doable. So, thank you very much, Elazer. Very much appreciated. And it looks like we are good to go. It's a best of 9 series. Right here in the top left side of the map, we have our red Zerg player 2 points ahead right now. It is, of course, Elazer. His opponent needs to start figuring out exactly what his plan of action will be. It is the blue Protoss player. It is ShoWTimE. It's time to bring the show. I truly thought that ShoWTimE would win that first game where he was just killing off those Swarm hosts over and over again, using that immortal War Prism harassment. That was absolutely immaculate. I'm kind of struggling to see, like, if you don't win that game, how do you win a game at all against Elazer? That's just absolutely terrifying. And still with so many games to go, I mean, he still has a good amount of time to try and readjust. But ShoWTimE, of course, I do believe he is quite a emotional player. I hope he can keep his head calm, keep his head cool, and stay focused on these games here. Because if he doesn't, then that could backfire, of course, even more so. Make things absolutely horrible for him. Anyway. Into the gas you go, little drones. Come on. There you go. There they go. One more. There it is. He's itching to go, and I'm itching to watch him go mine that gas. There we go. Now, ShoWTimE being a little bit of a nuisance here with the probe for as long as he can, of course. He didn't... Okay, he did see the spawning pool, so he's fully aware of any timings that could occur here. Elazer gonna be able to start up those 2 queens again, make the Overlord as well. Right? Oh, he's a little bit slower with the Overlord this time, actually. Did he make something else? Did he make another drone instead? Looks like he may have... Not sure if that was a mistake, but anyway. A single drone difference here in the build order. It could be a mistake, it could be just... you know what, it could be something that he doesn't really care about. Who knows? Usually people care about absolutely everything though in this game. They absolutely obsess with every tiny little movement that they do. And Elazer is no exception to that rule. He is a star player that truly tries to get the best out of his performance every time. Same goes for ShoWTimE, truly. Which is maybe why he is considered to be a little bit of an emotional player as well sometimes, right? I guess a lot of StarCraft 2 players are actually emotional players. We are human beings. We're made out of emotions. Most of us, anyway. And those who aren't are absolutely terrifying. And people I do not want to cross path with too many times. Anyway. I don't know why I would talk about that. Anyway. Psychopaths. And people of the swords. War Prism. War Prism being created here. I'm gonna help out once more with may actually be grabbing a couple of adapts as well. Oh, this is rather nice, right? Being able to pick off this first Overlord here immediately. Nice awareness for ShoWTimE here. I'm gonna pick that one off and put the Stalker back into the wall, I would think. Yeah, alright, there we go. Now moving the War Prism together with those adapts. The adapts at the same time, of course, over here. Might be pretty cool to try and harass over here. And then make them shade over here. And then ferry them into the main base afterwards. That would be pretty cool, right? Maybe that's just me making some fan fiction here, though. And it looked like it might be. Alright. I guess this is the safer approach, right? So you just kind of send them in. And then with the War Prism, you grab them up with the War Prism. Once they need to be picked up. Okay. Alright, that got rather dicey there. A little bit too close for my comfort, but ShoWTimE, as we said, keeping his head cool. Or at least that's what I was hoping to see him do, and it looks like he is. Doing that exact thing now. Okay, okay, he's making a full wall. What did I miss? I missed a lot of war prisms being created. No forge whatsoever. This is a big attack coming in here for ShoWTimE. A big timing attack. No upgrades whatsoever. No +1, no +2 this time. Just a raw beef with those immortals. Adapts and Stalkers with a couple of sentries here mixed in as well. Elazer, does he have the numbers to truly deal with this? I wonder if he does. This is a very, very difficult situation for him to hold. The army moving into the natural here, and there's still a lot of forces for the Zerg behind here as well. He needs to grab these units and make them move into unison into this army, but a lot of them in the back here coming in too slow, and a lot of them also, of course, behind that force field now. The War Prism trying its best to get even more reinforcements here. No Queen being able to touch that War Prism. That was an absolute brilliant maneuver there. Bringing the War Prism over here. And GG is called. ShoWTimE managing to take one on the board. Pushing back the Zerg onslaught. And game number 3 going into ShoWTimE's favor. So well played to ShoWTimE there. A little bit of a mixing it up, and you know what, that is what you need to do in a best of 9 series. Elazer seemingly just running away a little bit too much in that early game, and ShoWTimE identifying this and going for the punishment. Very well done there by ShoWTimE. And that means ShoWTimE, yeah, now 2-1, still 1 point behind, but catching up a little bit here. And guys, of course, we need to talk about another sponsor. It is time to tell you about 24-hour fitness. Bring your friends and get your results with a free fit plan. Studio classes, pools, cardio equipments, all included in your membership. You can either sign up for one location near you or have access to all 436 locations nationwide. That is a whooping 436 locations. Now, I don't know how many how many states there are in the United States, but I don't think it's 436. Now, if your states were, you know, anywhere near as great and grand as 24-hour fitness, then they would have at least 436 of them, but they don't. So you know what, 24-hour fitness, the greatest thing in America right now. Go check them out. They support StarCraft 2, so you know what, if you need to work out anyway, you can do so over there at 24-hour fitness. And help yourself out. Help yourself out, helping StarCraft 2 at the same time. It's a win-win situation. Win-win for everyone. And even your girlfriend or boyfriend too. It's a win-win-win situation if you think about it. And you know what? If you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, then it's maybe a future, right? A future girlfriend or boyfriend. Who knows? Anyway, it helps. It helps for sure. Looking into having game number 4 started. I believe I hear a very lovely sound in the background there, which is indicating to me. Let me see. Yes, I believe. It is Morse code that I am hearing. It just stopped, but I did get the message. The message was, we're going into game number 4, World of Sleepers. It's going to be a great one between these two players. And we need to prep for it. Get into that right nice overlay here. Or switching scenes. And, alright, doing these schools as well. I'm going to quickly take a look because I feel like I know where these players are from, but I don't just want to say it and then be wrong, if that makes sense. So, alright, yeah, alright, I was correct on that one. I'm like 99% sure, right? But I felt like that before, and then I was wrong, and then I felt like an absolute bozo. So I'm trying to avoid that type of situation. Alright, yeah, I was right on this one as well. Okay. Just double checking. But now I know. Alright, so in the bottom left side of the map, going for an aggressive build that previous time with the Immortals and with that gateway aggression. No upgrades required. It is Maker's ShoWTimE, hailing from Germany. And in the top right side of the map, we have the red Zerg player hailing from Poland. He is the one, the only. It is Elazer. Zooming in, zooming out. That is the way to go. The true sign of a great cameraman is the amount of zooms a minute you get. And, well, let me tell you, I'm practicing that a bunch. Of course, already on 3 zooms a minute right now, maybe more. Bad at counting zooms, but spamming zooms is what I'm best with. Okay, anyway. If there ever was nonsense spewed in a StarCraft 2 cast, it was right then and there. Again, kind of standard stuff going on here. I kind of want to grab myself another drink here as we are waiting for the rest of this game to kind of pick up the pace here. Both players once more doing the standard of standardness. The general overall stuff that you do see. Okay, there's a single Stargate so far. We might see a second one, but we will wait and see. The Koreans must be aware of Elazer, right? Elazer the Eraser is being called in chat right now. I don't know, is that Potato? Is that Potato in chat right there on the Alpha X SC2? Is that you, buddy? Are you translating the Korean talk for us? That's absolutely wonderful. He's doing always a wonderful job helping us moderate the chats. And you're very much appreciated, buddy. Need to keep myself hydrated here, guys. I'm sorry. I've already done quite a long cast today, so I need to watch my throat a little bit. Alright, what is going on in this game? We are seeing the single Stargate still. No double Stargate shenanigans yet making their appearances here. Elazer looking for stability in his build, it looks like. Getting pretty much anything he needs to truly thwart some sort of early aggression here. He has a lot of queens available, right? He has 4 queens. He has a healthy worker count. Not too many, not too few. He has his 3rd base up as well. Now, one thing that we are kind of waiting for to see is maybe a Spore Crawler, and there they are, the Spore Crawlers being raided as well. Even in the 3rd base, what is going on here? An epileptic sieger going down there for that queen. And, oh my god, alright, look at that. The glaives are on the way. Glaives are being produced there. These oracles may not be able to pick off as many workers as they want to, but let me tell you what can pick off a lot of workers. It's adepts, especially when they are using glaives. And those glaives are made for shooting. And one day they'll shoot all over you and you'll work a line. And that's exactly what they'll do. Status trap. Oh, Nelly. Oh, yes. Okay. Well, there you go. That is some good stuff coming out of ShoWTimE here. ShoWTimE pushing all the right buttons, it appears, and at the right time as well to boot. Now, Elazer is making Hydralisk. And Hydralisk should be pretty reasonable at holding off a adept aggression. Might still be a little bit difficult keeping up with him, right? Banelings might be a little bit easier to defend something like this with. Just having a bunch of Banelings, but then again, I guess the Banelings make it more possible for those adepts to be split up apart. And those Zerglings saw those adepts coming out at the exact right time. Now, Elazer having to make those Hydralisk, having to make more Zerglings here as well. Probably to try and keep up with these adepts. And he is losing a couple more workers here due to that. Oh my dear lord, he just finishes right on top of all the Hydralisks and the queens. Is this going to be enough? I wonder. There's still a lot of queens available, and with the links here, actually, I don't think this was the right call for ShoWTimE to do. Alright, now going into the main base, trying to get more worker kills here, not targeting down the drones though. Only 5 drones having gone down right here, right now, and Well, that was just an absolutely wonderful hold there from Elazer. I don't know how he did it, but that was absolutely without any problem at all. And, well, I mean, ShoWTimE now in a boatload of trouble. A boatload of trouble time is what he is. 53 works versus 44. ShoWTimE behind this, of course, doesn't really have any type of a follow-up. He does have a Twilight and a Stargate. No Forge, no upgrades, truly. No sort of late-game tech in the shape of a Templar Archives or a robotic support bay. I don't know what it's called anymore, right? It used to be called that. They changed it too many times. Don't blame me, blame the game. Don't blame the cast, blame the game. Anyway, alright, the Oracles now don't want to get picked off. They are still valuable units, ShoWTimE. You don't want these to just die here. Man, oh man, alright. He is getting his forces ready to push out again, though. A lot of sentries this time here, ready to help out these forces. More adepts as well joining in the fray here. Now, this is truly the last valiant effort coming out of ShoWTimE. Elazer should have been aware, though, that this is something very likely on the way here. There's not really a good follow-up after sending in that many adepts and not getting a lot of worker kills. You need to do something else, and that is usually in the form of an aggression. You can't just macro up anymore afterwards. Now the Banelings going to be able to set themselves up underneath those adepts. Alright, okay, that is a good start there with those force fields. The force fields making it very difficult here for Elazer to engage this army. The adepts going forwards again. That is rather questionable. I don't think he wants to let them finish. Already splitting up. Alright, there he goes now. Cancelling this. More force fields being used, but it looks like Elazer does have enough. But as I said, more adepts joining in from behind here. A couple of Banelings do manage to connect. Are there enough Zerglings? Are there enough Hydralisks? It looks like, oh my god, Elazer just barely having enough once again. Killing off the entirety of the Protoss aggression, and this is looking like Elazer will be able to take the game right here, right now. As ShoWTimE once again being pushed backwards. He doesn't have a third base. He doesn't have any technology behind this. This is all or nothing. He needs to get damage done. He's going to try one more time. But it's getting less and less likely like this is going to succeed the longer this continues onwards. Alright, the Adepts managing to push past the Banelings, but oh my dear lord. Alright, okay. That is the known you just GG. There it is. Okay. Oh, very unfortunate there, but ShoWTimE. Yeah, his aggression just wasn't enough there, and not catching Elazer off guard. Elazer just having the time to prepare for it and preparing for it absolutely wonderfully. Alright. Let me just put my drink over here. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need to go here. Hello! Okay. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. We're gonna have to wait and see whether or not ShoWTimE still manages to bring it back here. Of course, that one attack he did with the Immortal Sentry Death Push, that one was pretty good. Other than that, I suppose he's not finding a lot of momentum here so far. Right now, I mean, it is a 3-2... Wait, what? Let me double check this, actually. Match history. Oh, God, there's no match history, is there? There's no match history. Alright. So he started on one map, which Elazer won with the Swarm hosts. Then we had another map, which Elazer won as well, and he got 2-0. And then ShoWTimE won a game. Then Elazer got to pick a map, which was World of Sleepers. So that was game number 4. So yeah, it's 3-1 right now. And yeah, alright. So 3-1. We're going into game number 5. Elazer still having to win 2 games. ShoWTimE having to win 4. Wait, no. Elazer having to win 2 games. ShoWTimE having to win 4. Alright, I'm back at it again. Maths being done on stream here like no other caster before me. I'm treading on unknown territory here. And I like it. I'm a dangerous caster, guys. I like to live on the edge of the new horizon. The technologies in front of me being explored and, you know, are not properly executed. That is because we are on the fringes here of new experimental casting behavior, which is counting up games. Alright, anyway. We have a best of 9 series. Let me just quickly update these scores. We have in the 10 o'clock location, it's a red Protoss player. He's from Team Makers. He is the German. He is ShoWTimE. His opponent in the blue on an absolute tear so far. Looking incredibly dominating. He's the blue Zerg player on the, what is this, 4 o'clock location. I always get confused. The 3 o'clock location, he's the Polish Zerg. He is Elazer. Eraser, as people are calling him in chat as well. Gonna have to wait and see here. I think truly the ball is in the park for ShoWTimE here. He needs to come up with something. He's trying to bring out the aggression early on, but even doing so, that previous aggression truly didn't do that much, did it? It just felt like Elazer had everything he needed, and it just kind of felt hopeless. I don't like to use that word in cast, especially during cast, but that's just kind of how it felt to me right there. And oh my dear lord, you're starting to feel truly full ShoWTimE here, trying absolutely everything, somehow, some way to beat this absolute beast of a Zerg player, but so far, only finding success with that immortal push that he did. That didn't really get scouted by Elazer either. So maybe if Elazer actually does see it, preps for it completely as he needs to, he will even be able to beat that, but I mean, that is something, that is why ShoWTimE, he won't just be able to keep doing that over and over again, right? It's not gonna work. Because if he does that every time, Elazer is just gonna blind counter it, and then it's not gonna work anyway. That's when it's gonna stop working as well, and that's when you've ruined all the cards that you had working for you at that time. Now, it doesn't mean we're not going to see it at all anymore, but this time we are going to see the Stargate opening once again. And this Overlord over here, he's a kind of a curious little fella, isn't he? Truly being a little bit overconfident perhaps as well in his positioning here. 0 Fs given from this Overlord. They're gonna try his best to just spot whatever is going on here for the Protoss player. Adept zooming on by here. Let us take a quick look. Alright, does manages to finish this off of creep, so it's gonna be easier for him to micro away from that queen. Alright, going for maybe a couple of drone kills. Yeah, good pull away from Elazer, transforming that into that Spore Crawler. And, oh, that is very unfortunate. Alright, I guess it doesn't matter anyway, right? Because the Phoenix would want to kill the Overlord anyway. So, pretty much scouting that at the time that he would anyway, even if it was just barely out of sight. Okay. Now, in he comes again. 2 drones going down so far. ShoWTimE going back out again at it as well. Managing to keep his adepts alive so far. Needs to be careful though, doesn't want to get suddenly surrounded by links, but actually a very small amount of links being created here by Elazer. Really trying to keep it as low as possible. He's losing a lot of drones now actually. This is starting to add up. 5 workers in total, 6 workers in total have been killed. And that is nothing to laugh at for a Zerg player. That is quite a significant amount of losses that are being taken, especially if you're gonna have to make Spore Crawlers here as well. And then if you're gonna lose even more drones to it. The Oracle GG immediately called by Elazer. Oh my dear lord. Not even sticking around here for this one. What in the world? That was 2 adepts and an Oracle. Just winning the game. What? What? Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I guess next game. GG, go next. That's just the spirit, right? That's what you do. All right. Anyway, next game. Oh, what in the world, man? All right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna continue on. He must be feeling really confident in that he can take the next games here, or he just doesn't care that much. He just sees this as practice. I guess that was one of those moments where pro gamers would call him super dead. And pretty sure that's how he felt as well. I mean, he did lose quite a lot of drones, I'm not gonna lie. And he did miss microgrid a little bit there, and losing that many workers against those adepts, that's not what you want to see happen, of course. Losing the links as well. Let's not forget, he lost quite a couple of links trying to run off of creep there, and running straight face first into those adepts. Elazer not finding what he wants there. You know what, that kind of threw me off. Let me tell you guys about another sponsor of ours. And it is, let me do a quick one. It's already starting. Oh my god, I'm panicking. It is a 24-hour fitness. I know you're enjoying the event right now, but 24-hour fitness is a sponsor that makes these events possible. They have over 435 locations nationwide. You say over, Kozen, so yes, indeed. It's actually, in fact, 436 locations to be exact. Now, membership can give you access to all locations, including a free fit plan. So if you're looking to achieve your fitness goals, come check out 24-hour fitness. And you know what, help out StarCraft 2 as well at the same time. Do please mention that you came to their facilities due to them supporting Alpha X and their endeavors. And you know what, StarCraft 2 in general. Alright, anyway, in the bottom right side of the map, we have the German, we have the Protoss. It is the Red Makers player. It is ShoWTimE. In the top left, it's his opponent from Poland. It's the Blue Zerg player. It is Elazer, the absolute beast from GSL versus the World. Absolutely devastating all his opponents. And actually, I need to do the scores here. It's now 3-2. ShoWTimE getting 2 points on the board. Now, I have to say, those two games that ShoWTimE won maybe weren't the games that he was hoping to win, or at least not in that fashion, right? It also felt that, like, Elazer kind of messed up in a way. This kind of mismicroed a little bit, or misread the entirety of the build. And it doesn't look like he's feeling too bad about it either. I mean, it is a best of 9. There's still a couple of games to go. He still needs to win 2 games. But now ShoWTimE actually kind of catching up a little bit, right? Only needing to win 2 more games here. No, wait. 3 more games. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, we're back at it. Thank you, Kozen. Shaking up my hat there to try and regain my senses. Alright, 3 games. Counting is very difficult. I mean, 3 games is 1 less than 4 if my teachers at school did not lie at me. Lied to me, I suppose. I guess my English teacher was lying to me. At me? I don't even know anymore. Either seemed fine and now, after that complete confusion that previous game. Anyway, Stargate once more being created here by ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE will not give up on this aggression as well. Gonna go for the double adept once more. Looking for the Zergling here. Mr. Zergling, hello. I'm an adept and I'm here to kill you. I'm looking for the Zergling. Yeah, no. Alright, maybe a bit too much Terminator there. I don't know where I wanted to take that one. I just wanted to do a German accent. And probably failed miserably. People always tell me I should stop doing German accents, but I'm just having too much fun with them. But then again, they probably don't sound German at all, so it's probably not even a German accent. I feel terribly sorry for anyone who's actually German and watching this. It's also a Kozan accent, I have to admit. Can he get another circling kill? Yes, he can. Ooh, lovely. Right, ShoWTimE. Not really finding the damage that he wants to this time, of course. I mean, to get that amount of kills again, right, that would be absolutely insane. If this is another one of those bobs where Elazer just leaves after... Alright, I mean, well, wait, oh boy, please calm down, Elazer. Alright, don't lose your temper now. It's only 5, right? It's only 5 drones. Okay, it might be 6 drones. It might be 6 drones that died, but please don't leave already. You still have a good shot at winning this. At least that's what I believe. And I feel like you should believe the same thing. Alright, I mean, you're losing more drones here to the Oracle, but you're having a Spore Crawler here right now, so you should be more safe. I'm just worried about the Elazer now just leaving again. I mean, 8 drones is a reasonable amount of damage, but it's not unheard of to do that amount of damage and then still losing the game, right? I mean, it's not impossible to think about. I guess in these most high-level games, you know, it becomes less and less likely because your opponent will, of course, have to do a little bit of a misplay. But, I mean... everyone does misplays, right? It's just part of the game. It's gonna happen now and again, so why not just try to fight it out? Okay, a little bit of more aggression going on here. And, well, the creep spread is looking good. I mean, he still has 56 workers versus 49. And, well, there's nothing to be scoffed at here. Actually, all the oracles coming in again, doing more drone damage here. These are 3 oracles. Can Elazer target one down before he makes his escape? Actually, oh, what a lovely bit of micro here coming out of ShoWTimE. Managing to take down more drones, even 11 now in total, tying up the worker count. Elazer might be in a little bit of trouble now, slowly but surely, seeing that his third base is about to finish up here for ShoWTimE. That cannot be a good feeling for him. And, alright, production tab is not unimportant. Twilight Council being constructed as well behind this, so Twilight Council, we will have to wait and see if it's going to be Adept Glaives again, or if this time we are gonna see those Zealot legs being researched. Alright, Mr. Zergling, having a dream to fully drain that shield battery on his own. I don't think he will though. I think the shield battery is it's gonna have an easier time to recharge. Like, the recharging rate will be quicker. Then that Link can drain the energy. 2 Phoenixes here. I don't know why it's 2 Phoenixes. Maybe he was afraid of one getting targeted down and then just wanted to have the second one to make sure that he will be able to get a full scout of the main and natural here. Interesting stuff. Something to think about for me later on at some point in my life. This Adept here coming in again as well. Picking off another drone. Respectable things happening there. Well, at least one. It's more than none. So, you know what? It's fine in my book. 4th base on the way for Elazer here. Let's take a look overall. Storm is on the way for ShoWTimE. Baneling Nest and Spire on the way for Elazer. Elazer, can he hold on against this aggression? I mean, he's slowly maybe falling behind a little bit here, right? Due to this massive amount of aggression coming out of ShoWTimE. Doesn't mean Elazer doesn't have a chance anymore, of course. He still has a reasonable worker count. It just means that ShoWTimE is having a little bit of an advantage here, perhaps. Oh my dear lord. Oh my dear lord. This is just a never-ending story of drones dying. Alright, finally managing to take down 2 oracles there. And now things should start to calm down here for Elazer. And ShoWTimE should calm down as well. Oh, Elazer actually making a 5th base as well. I kind of like this. This is not a bad idea against someone that is investing quite a bit into that Stargate technology. You can kind of get away with being a little bit more greedy here overall. I wonder if this is in response to him losing this amount of drones that he feels like he needs to make some sort of economic gamble a little bit here. But I feel like he will be able to get away with it. That's a neat little pick off back happening. Oh, the Mud-Muds coming in, taking down the Oracle to Chinatown. And letting it burst down into a fiery pit of destruction. He has a reasonable amount of roaches, zerglings and mutalisk now as well. Should be able to hold his ground against any type of aggression coming out of ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE only with 69 army supply versus the 114 here for Elazer. Elazer almost doubling it. Of course, a lot of it is in those mutalisks, which are about to get destroyed here for what it's worth. But still, it was fun for as long as it lasted. And now the mutalisk, I mean, it's a little bit tragic, isn't it? They were made to deal with the oracles, and now the oracles are no longer here. Only one oracle was actually remaining that they were able to deal with. And now phoenixes, all being constructed by the same stargates which created the oracles, which were the reason why those mutalisks were needed in the first place. Alright, this is a cute little maneuver here, coming in with banelings on the top side. The phoenixes do scout it though, so ShoWTimE should be fully aware. In come the banelings, in come the roaches. Good storm being thrown down on top of those banelings though. Those banelings getting dangerously low. Oh, but there's still a lot of roaches here remaining. Gonna be able to maybe perhaps take down this Nexus. This is a big investment. Those banelings cannot afford to just blow up right on top of the Nexus. Killing off workers though, that is respectable. And now let's see if he can still take down this base here. Oh, nice splitting up of the banelings. Gonna maybe force out a couple of storms, but no, he kills off the base. ShoWTimE letting it get destroyed, and now moving out here is Mr. Elazer. Not losing anything at home. It looks like the Spinecrawler, the Queen, something here killed something. There it is, that Queen did. And maybe the Spinecrawler too. So maybe there were like two Zealots trying to get a little bit of counter-aggression going on down there. But overall, I mean, 26 workers versus 15 in total killed here. And Elazer still in a reasonable position. Getting +2/+2 as well against the just +2 attack for ShoWTimE. Actually, wait, hold up. That's +1. That's +2/+2 for both attack upgrades, actually. Don't see that every day. Anyway, these banelings trying to make a ruckus inside of the mineral line. Already forcing a nice retreat here from these probes, but nothing too major occurring in this situation. Gonna have to wait a little bit here. These other banelings need to wait out their time as well. Good transfusing going on here. These zealots not finding the damage that I want. And the Elazer, look at this. Oh my dear lord, that's maybe a little bit overkill here. That's a lot of spine crawlers, but then again, I mean, look at what's coming his way. So maybe it's not actually. Oh, alright, that's a nice catching those banelings right there. Out of position a little bit, or at least, well, they were trying to, you know, run around, of course. So what's an interesting ploy there from Elazer, but not really finding the damage that he wants to. Trying to come in here with his roaches, and it's kind of scary actually. This is most of his force trying to commit to this fight here. A lot of those banelings actually dying on top of immortals or getting just straight up stormed to death. Alright, well, that is the first connection there on top of those High Templars. Only 2 High Templars, unfortunately, though. Lynx versus Archons, that is not something you want to see every day as a Zerg player. Now, is ShoWTimE still gonna try to commit to this wall of spine crawlers here? Yeah, it's 7 spine crawlers in total. Is it going to be enough against this terrible onslaught of Protoss units? So a lot of the Zealots are already dead. I'm gonna clear out the way here for those roaches to start puncturing into those regular units as well. A lot of banelings connecting onto Archons. That is one of the most inefficient ways of dealing with Archons. That is possible. And I think you need like 50 banelings to kill off one Archon there. And then you cannot even splash against Archons as well. Actually, one of the Archons killing off the force fields there as they were thrown down. So a little bit of a miss micro perhaps. Oh, Elazer, you magnificent beast, going in with Zerglings into that other base as well at the same time. Killing off a lot of workers here. Is he going to be able to keep this base safe though? That's the big question. And it doesn't look like he will be able to. Nice force field here, making sure that he kills off a little bit more of that that Zerg economy. As these links actually look at this. This is absolutely brilliant. Making sure that he does as much economic damage as ShoWTimE is doing to him. Maybe perhaps actually doing a little bit more because ShoWTimE didn't manage to kill off as many workers. But that being said, of course, the army of ShoWTimE is still here. It's still strong. It's still going still looking very, very rough to deal with here for Elazer. Elazer having a lot of roaches, but it's going to be incredibly difficult to deal with this amount of immortals. And Archons as well, of course. Great storms right on top of those banelings. Once again, actually, banelings coming in from behind. What the hell was that? Where did those come from? It looks like Elazer finally has enough to clean this up. Recreating that base that was just destroyed. And now almost doubling the supply here. Elazer securing his home turf once more, saying, "Get out of here, you dirty Protoss," once more. But but ShoWTimE not letting up yet. He's still gonna stand strong, trying his best to make some economic damage happen on another side of the map here. In come a couple of zealots, looking around, checking the vicinity. Ooh, there they go, inside the mineral line. And, I mean, banelings would be good against this. There's not that many banelings here, though. Right there they go, inside the... Oh, the storm absolutely whiffing there. Not hitting any of those banelings. Banelings, look at those dodging there. It's absolutely crazy. It's as if I'm seeing a professional Mario Kart player controlling those banelings there. Absolutely insane. But they kind of trade out equally, don't they? And I mean, that's probably in the advantage for the Zerg player here. He did lose 15 workers though, so that is kind of big. 2 banelings coming in here, actually. I think this is more exciting than the actual engagement, probably at the front, but maybe not as crucial. Ooh, where are they gonna go? Where are they gonna go? Alright, it's gonna get blocked off. So nice timing there from ShoWTimE. And once more, the 5th base being destroyed here from Elazer. But look at this, Elazer already prepped. He's ready to go with his other 4th base here. Should be absolutely fine, economically speaking. And ShoWTimE realizing this, trying his best to make something happen here now as well. 2 Archons coming in. There is the stuff. Gonna try his best to kill off as many drones as possible. Look at that, 2-shotting those drones, making it very easy for those. Oh my dear lord. Alright, well, I guess... Wait, where did it happen? Okay, well, I guess a lot of stuff happened. Alright. GG is called. ShoWTimE surrendering there. Yeah, he was falling behind quite a bit, actually. Made it very difficult there for the Protoss player. And that means Elazer now going on to match point. And that just kind of makes you think as well, right? Like, what if Elazer did stick out that other game that they were playing? And the final map will be Winter's Gate. I say final map. Potential final map. It's just the final map within the entire map pool that we have, which is why only now we have resorted to go and play on Winter's Gate. Otherwise, of course, anyone here would try their best to avoid that situation. And, alright. A lot of laughing going on in the chat. I hope it is positive laughter. Anyway, guys, not to burst your bubble, but of course, events like these would not be possible without great, amazing sponsors such as GameStop. GameStop is working with Matcherino to fuel the entirety of, you know what, amateur tournaments across the titles, that is gaming. They do an amazing job helping out tournaments. Maybe not amateur tournaments like these ones, right? Because we're not really an amateur tournament at the moment. This is ShoWTimE versus Elazer. This is cream of the crop of the EU ladder, of the EU competitive scene that we can get. Right, Elazer a little bit confused there about it being a best of 9. That's kind of funny. Anyway, I was doing a shout out here. I think I'm gonna have to restart it. Anyway, yeah. GameStop helping out esports as much as they can. Not just tournaments like us, but all sorts of other amateur tournaments across dozens of titles is what they are organizing for any player like us. You can go check these tournaments out at gamestop.com/esports. And sign up for free. Go check it out. What kind of tournaments are going on there? Perhaps it's something for you, and maybe you can start your career in gaming esports right there, thanks to gamestop.com/esports. Go check them out, guys. What you got to lose? All right. Here we go. Game number 4 versus 2, which would be 7. Best, yeah, it's game 7 now. Game 7. Game number 7. We have only 2 points on the board right here for this German Protoss player. He's in the blue color. He's in the bottom right side of the map. It is ShoWTimE from Team Makers. And his opponent from AGO Esports. It's the red Polish... oh my god, I almost said Protoss. I'm so used to saying Polish Protoss because of my team. It has so many great Polish Protoss players. But in this case, guys, we have a Polish Zerg player. It is none other than the great, the almighty Elazer. Okay. Now, overall, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit here. This could be potentially the last game. Elazer, can he finish it off? He just needs one more victory and he will be able to call himself the victor of this show match series. And the Alpha Pro series will be another notch in his belt that he can attribute to himself in his esports gaming career. Gonna have to wait and see if he's gonna be able to take it home right here, right now, or if ShoWTimE is gonna be able to finally start stepping up the stepping on the brakes for Elazer, his momentum here. Because Elazer on an absolute tear so far, truly showing the exact caliber of play that we have come to expect from him. After his showing in GSL versus the World, of course. An absolute stellar performance. Truly world class. Oh my dear lord. Oh my god. That is quite disgusting. That is not something you want to have happen with that first probe. I mean, it wants to deny that base for a little bit, right? It doesn't want to just die straight up. That is not what's really the plan. Okay, oh well. I mean, great control there by Elazer, actually. Moving his units in a very nice fashion. Being able to do a lot of damage there immediately. And, alright, out goes the Overlord back up to his little ledge there to safety. And, a War Prism coming out of ShoWTimE here. ShoWTimE trying his best to keep up the pressure again once more. Are we gonna see Some adepts coming out here with this Wall Prism accompanying it. He's definitely going to try his best to kill off the Overlord, of course. Killing off the Overlord. A crucial thing to do as a Protoss player here. Pretty much as any player. Maybe not as much as a Zerg player, right? It's a little bit more difficult to kill Overlords as a Zerg player. Ooh, my dear lord. Losing control over my own hand there for a moment. What's in the world, guys? Oh my dear lord, we're seeing it again. The double Stargates. And let's just hope this works out better this time. I don't know if it will, but you know what? We're gonna keep our fingers crossed and hope that ShoWTimE has a plan in store for us today. I mean, I've seen it work absolute miracles, to be fair. I've seen it absolutely get demolished too, but which one is gonna occur this time around? No one knows. No one knows. Not even the players know truly, right? Because if the players knew, they wouldn't really be playing this game anymore. Because then it would be kind of a boring game, actually. If we all knew exactly what was going to happen, it wouldn't be the game that we all enjoy watching. Okay, ShoWTimE having cut his worker production here for quite a while now. I'm not sure if he's still planning to continue that on, or if he's actually gonna try to get a third base rolling here as well. Elazer painfully aware that there is no third base being constructed, so right now behind this, just making those roaches, the safety roaches being constructed here together with that roach speed. Now roaches, they don't really shoot upwards, so they aren't gonna be the greatest tool against these phoenixes, but overall, in the end, it's probably gonna clean up the entirety of the ground forces, because there is those phoenixes now as well being money spent upon. So yeah, more rutty builds coming out here. These phoenixes now rolling through the meadow of Winter's Gate. Look at that maw of absolute destruction. That's looking pretty cool. A little bit of a slow zone, slowing down one phoenix, but it's not gonna let up for ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE now coming in with these phoenixes in. They roll, killing off a queen first of all. No, there's no spore crawlers whatsoever. No in production, none in production either. Oh, Elazer realizing what's happening just now and deciding to go for a big counter-aggression with his roaches moving across the map here. The queen's desperately trying to form some sort of defense here, but there's too many phoenixes to truly fend off with queens just solely. Elazer completely blindsided here. Now in a world of hurt, looking like he is in a lot of trouble. More queens being picked off right here, right now. Only just now spore crawlers being created in all vicinities. This is an absolute devastation, and the roaches actually being pulled backwards here. I'm not sure if they saw those the immortals there, realizing they won't be able to do very much here. Elazer prepped for the wrong type of attack, and now he's paying the piper, paying the price, paying the golden piper. I don't know anymore. I'm trying to come up with other reasons or things to say, but it just looks like he's getting punished a whole bunch, alright? That's the one thing I can say about this. A lot of overlords dying, a lot of drones dying, a lot of queens dying, but Elazer is still sticking into this game. Not giving up yet, making 5 more drones, making more overlords. He realizes that the third base of ShoWTimE was extremely delayed to make this happen. So overall, actually, Elazer not that far behind just yet. More damage still needs to be found here by ShoWTimE to make this worthwhile. A lot of workers did go down, but Elazer also realizing that he's pretty safe to keep droning up behind this. No more other phoenixes were created behind this though as well, which is worth to note, and a lot of immortals were being constructed otherwise, so maybe this could still be a very worthwhile counter-attack, ready to start pouncing upon that roach army that is waiting underneath those phoenixes there for a while now. Wow, Prism killing off even more drones there. Let's take a look. 26 workers in total. That's a reasonable amount of workers killed here, and in comes the attack. ShoWTimE now deciding it is time to move forward with part 2 of his plan. The Phoenixes still standing strong as well. ShoWTimE might be able to take this one home. It's looking very likely he's ahead in army supply, and that's something you are absolutely terrified of as a Zerg player. Elazer completely unaware of this is moving out across the map here, and this might be all she wrote. These roaches are not enough in numbers here. GG is called. ShoWTimE actually taking another series here. And, well, I guess it was due to aggression. Something that Elazer just didn't see happening. But yeah, very well played there by Elazer. A little bit of a sneaky move, but it got him the victory against a very strong opponent. So, you know what? Well done there by ShoWTimE. Well played indeed. Gotta commend him for that one. And that means the entirety of the ladder map pool has been reset. All maps are available to be chosen once more. And it looks like Elazer did choose to go for World of Sleepers. Now, Elazer, I hope he didn't get messed up a little bit with having best of 7 in his mind for that long. And now having to go to another game after that. Even though he thought he had won already. That's a bit rough, of course, but sure, he will not let it get to him too much. Into the game he comes. Alright. Can ShoWTimE do it? He's now ShoWTimE actually making a comeback here. Only 2 games away from victory. Elazer still on match point, still on the verge of victory here. Can he manage to close it out, or will he have victory? Just barely clutched out of the grips of his palms there. Oh, it was so close, but then just barely not managing to get it there, finish it off. Due to that sneaky little Phoenix attack. Sneaky little Phoenix attack. Anyway, we're gonna have to wait and see what is gonna happen here. It's gonna be World of Sleepers one more time. Map chosen by Elazer. And, well, let's see what happens. Another game. Of course, guys, over this way. No, wait, over this way. Sorry. There's a, all the way over there, next to the window I'm pointing at, there is the, above the chat, there is the code. And also the webpage you need to go to. If you want to support these players, please do so. And please, you know what, it's not going to cost you any money. It's just going to cost you a couple of clicks and a little bit of your time. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. And you're going to give these players just a little bit of extra money. If we all do it, we're going to help these players out immensely, of course. And you know what, it will be more likely that they're going to come back to help us establish more lovely games like these that we are seeing right now. Okay. Oh, in the bottom left side. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Now up, well, down still. But managing to get his score up to a 3-4 after seemingly being absolutely annihilated 2 games. It is the Blue Protoss players from Makers from Germany. It is ShoWTimE. His opponent looking very dominant still, just getting caught off guard a couple of times and then losing because of it. Not preparing for the right thing. And you know what? Getting punished severely for it. It's the Red Zerg. It's the Polish player. It is Elazer. Okay. Okay. Now, what is the plan here for these players? Hatchery has been thrown down here for Elazer. A singular one, though, of course. Is he going to be able to keep that up? Probably, yeah, because ShoWTimE did get a Nexus as well. Trying to make it exciting, but there's really nothing exciting about this, is there? I guess this is the most exciting part right now. The probe just being a little bit of a nuisance here. Scooting away with a little bit of minerals there in his face. You know, they say probes don't have teeth, but you know what? It looks like they do. Because how else can you hold on to that using your face? It would hurt like hell. Anyway, nice pylon block there as well. Trying to delay that third base. Not allowing his probe to get caught this time. Is he going to go in again with the probe? That is rather ballsy here. Oh my god. Yes, he is. Alright, cancel that, please. Okay. Alright. Oh my god. Is he going to do this? Oh, you're joking. You're absolutely joking. Alright, that was an absolute stunning maneuver there from ShoWTimE. Managing to buy enough time for his Adept to get here. Will the Adept actually be able to do it again on this other side, though? No, he will not. Well, that was still a nice little bit of delay there from ShoWTimE, and Elazer must be feeling a little bit agitated, not being able to get that hatchery for quite a while, and being denied the quick third base. It's always gonna put you off a little bit there, especially when it happens at the start of a series like that. ShoWTimE, what will be his plan this time? He is putting down a wall prism. He is gonna go straight into robotics facility units here, in the shape of the Immortals afterwards as well, after having gotten that War Prism. Now, previous game, we gotta remember, he opens up with the War Prism to clear out the Overlords as well, right? This is something he has been doing continuously throughout this best of 9, so very smartly played overall by ShoWTimE. He's really a brain-see player here, trying to you know what, make things very obscure for Elazer. Making Elazer play in the dark, first of all, but then switching up his build orders with kind of a similar opening. So really, you know what, giving Elazer a sense that something is coming and then just coming out with something completely different. This time, it's looking like it will be a Gateway Immortal attack. Once again, one that we've already saw him win a game with before this time. And, well, let's see if we can do it again. Already killing off quite a couple of drones here. 4 drones falling. Elazer, though, making those roaches. He doesn't have any link or whatsoever on the other side of the map here, which might be a little bit of a misplay. He might want to be aware that this is coming his way, and now he isn't. He doesn't know at all, and he's happily droning along. He's making 6 more drones. That could be absolute devastation. 7 more drones. Alright, I mean, he has 7 roaches right now. 1 more on the way. It's not going to be enough, though. 2 Immortals. Alright, now he knows. He needs to pull these drones. He will not be able to defend this location. He realizes cancelling the production of his units there, and then immediately recreating the units, actually, as he did just cancel those. Kind of a desperation move here. Panicking must be setting in Elazer's play here. And yes, it is. Alright, that is too much for him to handle here. The drones have to be pulled, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. This is completely blindsided Elazer here again once more. And it looks like he's going to at least lose a lot of workers, if not just the entire game right here. Elazer. Oh my dear lord. He's not going to be able to hold this, right? He's not going to be able to hold this, right? No, he isn't. GG is gold. Alright, ShoWTimE tying up the series here. 4-4. Oh my dear lord. Alright, well, this means we're going into the ace match. The 9th game here between ShoWTimE and Elazer. Elazer, if only he saw those move out a little bit sooner, right? He didn't make the drones. If he didn't make the drones, that could have been completely different. And who knows what would have happened if he made roaches instead of drones right then and there. That's rough. That is very rough to have happen. Anything but World of Sleepers is now available for Elazer as map pick. World of Sleepers was his previous map pick, so we're gonna have to wait to see what he's gonna go for. I don't know how, I don't know when it happens truly, but ShoWTimE managing to tie up the series again. 4-4 right now. I thought Elazer had it in the bag, and Elazer must have thought he had it in the bag as well, thinking it was the best of 7 there for a while, thinking he had victory already, and now he's gonna feel pretty salty about it suddenly being a best of 9. I do not feel responsible at all that he doesn't know. Which is nice for me, but of course it's still a little bit inconvenience. Of course, it's still rough overall, you know what, feeling like it is going to be a best of 7, and then suddenly, once you think you have won, it's like, all right, no, we're doing a best of 9. It's almost as if we want ShoWTimE to win in that sense, right? So it's like the universe working against Elazer in that sense, thinking he was ready and done and had another victory in his repertoire, under his belt. That's probably the way to say it. In his courtyard. Okay, looks like we will be playing in Triton. Triton will be our map. 4v4, who do you think will win it all? I mean, ShoWTimE looking like he has a lot of momentum here. He's using a lot of aggressive builds. Elazer, though, he looked so incredibly dominant. As long as Elazer stays on top of the scouting, as long as Elazer manages to see what is going on, if he just gets a couple of links near the base of ShoWTimE and not lose them too early on to some sort of adapt or whatever, he should be able to take it. But I mean, if he gets blindsided like that again one more time, it's going to be absolutely devastating for the player Elazer here, who managed to get an incredible lead earlier on, and now ShoWTimE just making a slow, well, I say slow, probably kind of a quick comeback here. I say slow, but it's actually kind of quick, isn't it? Just rolling on through with a lot of aggressive builds, steaming on ahead, tying up the series 4-4. Here we go, guys. The ace match. Who can take it? Best of 9 going all the way to the 9th game here. We have in the top left for one last time. Let's give our hopes and cheers to the German Protoss player in the red. It is ShoWTimE from Team Makers. On the opposite side, we have the blue Zerg from AGO Esports. Hailing from Poland, it is the blue Zerg player. He is Elazer, also known as the Eraser of the GSL versus the World. The World player no one expected to do extremely well, and then just getting straight into the finals versus Cyril. An absolute amazing player. Maybe, though, not the best player in the best of 9 series. I don't know. But so far, you know what? He still has the chance to prove me wrong. And I honestly, personally, I hope that he does. As much as I like to see ShoWTimE make a comeback here, I would love to see Elazer just barely eking out another win and still taking home the victory here. Remember, guys, this is the last time I can mention it. There is a Matcherino code and there is a Matcherino page that you can visit as well above the chat. So if you feel like helping out these players gain a little bit more money, a little bit more bang for their buck, then please do help them out. It's not going to cost you any money at all. It's absolutely for free. Just log on with any type of accounts that you already have available from Twitch or from YouTube, whatever. I believe Twitter is fine as well. Anything you have logged in on your browser. It's just a one-click little button. And then copy-paste a code on the contribute screen and you are done. You have added a little bit of money to these players, their winnings. And you know what? We would be absolutely very thankful for anyone who does that for us. Alright, anyway, let's take a look at what the strategy will be for ShoWTimE. It looks like it will be the Stargate. No more robotics facility for now. Although I really do love to see those robo plays. I feel like the Stargate is very exciting. Actually, maybe a little bit more exciting overall. Just seeing that micro, trying to navigate your way with the Stargate units through the Zerg base is a sight to behold indeed. Now Adept Spirit running through here. Might be able to get a couple of link kills. Actually do Adept Spirits. They do, don't they? They Naruto run. Oh no, well, barely. They barely Naruto run, actually. Naruto run. Oh my god. Sounding like the Area 51 kid that I am. Oh, cancelling that shade. Doesn't want to commit too much here. As the Overlord now is painfully aware at what is coming his way there. He knows that there is a Stargate. And to be fair, so far, every single time this opening has occurred, and Elazer knew that there was a Stargate opening, Elazer managed to win the series. Except for that one time, I suppose, when he kind of gave up very early, right? And if he loses this match right now, he's going to look back on that game and he's going to hit himself in the head for giving up that early. After losing 8 workers and just handing ShoWTimE the victory then and there. Maybe it was because he thought he would only need one more win. And he felt confident that he would be able to get that one more win. And he did, for sure. But he needed 2 more wins. And you know what? That means that right now it is looking still rather dicey for Mr. Elazer here. He's trying his best, but we're getting a lot more matches from him. And it would be in a best of 7. Actually, 2 more matches. Actually, 3 more matches. We're getting 3 more matches in total than if this was a best of 7. So nothing for us to complain about. Alright, Oracle's now coming in with the Phoenix here. The Phoenix will be able to lift up a singular queen if he wants to. Actually, 2 queens, so he wisely decides to move out of this location. Not killing off any scouting Zerglings here. And a 3rd Oracle joining the overall forces, the air forces of the Protoss army. 2 queens available over here as well. And a lot of queens being constructed here by Elazer. Elazer not droning ahead as much because of this, but he's definitely getting quite a nice force of queens ready to defend against those oracles. So not losing pretty much any drones so far. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, only 1 worker so far having been killed. ShoWTimE behind this again with the robotics facility though. War prison being created, and now once more we are seeing those immortals in production as well. Is this going to be another big timing attack from ShoWTimE? A 4th base did get created, but also we are seeing a lot of gateways now being created also, and those immortals being chrono boosted. Alright, here we go. A lot of damage now being found here. There's so many queens actually. 2 more queens on the ramp there, but a little bit too far away from the main base. Look at this micro from ShoWTimE. 17 workers being killed off. That's an absolute insane amount of damage. And Elazer gonna find himself hard pressed to try and find some form of counter to try and push this backwards. Now Elazer looking for a counter in the form and shape of a Nidus network. This is a smart, wise idea. This is also why he's making this many queens, because it's going to be able to use these offensively. And as long as the army of ShoWTimE is too far away from this Nidus Worm location, he should be good. Now ShoWTimE, is he going to be aware? He does have complete vision of his base, so he should be able to have a moment here to defend against this. Oh my god, the Phoenix scouting this Overseer here. The Roaches being caught out in the middle of the map here. Beautiful force fields coming down. The Roaches being forced to fight here, killing off a couple of Stalkers, but not being able to really do anything much of anything. And alright, well, that Nidus Worm being taken down here. Now another Nidus Worm kind of in a panic being thrown down. ShoWTimE managing to push forward. Immortal sentries coming in here. Sure, my dear Lord Elazer, is he gonna have enough to hold on? It looks like he might just have enough as long as these fights in this really open area over here. He needs to commit to the fight in this open area. Of course, he also has to be aware of that war prison. Needs to watch out. Alright, in come the force fields. Oh my dear Lord, those are beautiful force fields here. Good transfusing going on as well, though at the same time enough roaches are out to potentially push this backwards. He cannot go up the ramp though. That is absolute death and destruction here for oh my god, Elazer though is still doing it. Is it going to be enough? No transfuses now available anymore. More roaches in the production queue, but look at this Protoss army still standing mighty strong here. 2 immortals still remaining. More units being warped in, and Elazer on his last leg, trying to fight in between those two force fields. Absolutely devastating amounts of damage being dealt upon the Zerg army here. A lot of them being screwed about with this ramp, and it looks like ShoWTimE managed to push through and do enough damage here to start snowballing this into his favor. GG is called. Elazer somehow, someway still letting victory escape his grasp, just barely, and ShoWTimE with his aggressive builds managing to take that victory. Absolutely stellar play by ShoWTimE, somehow, someway still getting the victory with all those aggressive plays. And that must feel really, really bad for Elazer, especially with in mind that he left that one game with the couple of worker kills. He must be hitting himself in the head right now, and I think he kind of lost his momentum, or at least his mentality, after giving up that one game where he's only lost a couple of workers, right, and just felt extremely frustrated. Oh, alright. Well, that's all she wrote, guys. That is everything that we have to offer you today, I believe. Let me just make sure by going into the score screen here. Whew. That was a rough one, indeed. I think that was it, guys. ShoWTimE taking the best of 9 series. Unless if I miscalculated. And I didn't. We will proceed with payouts shortly. Oh my god, Elazer. Somehow, some way. Man, I was cheering for Elazer a little bit there. I really wanted him to win, but ShoWTimE managing to eke it out. Pushing back to the Zerg menace and pushing back with a vengeance. A beautiful game played there by Mr. ShoWTimE. Doing a wonderful job, and well, everything that we could ask for that from ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE taking the best of 9 series, and well, that is unfortunately going to be it for us today. What am I pressing on? All right, it doesn't matter. This is ShoWTimE's trophy right there. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. ShoWTimE versus Elazer. What a series, all the way to game number 9. A lot of aggression out of ShoWTimE, a lot of, you know what, maybe a little bit of unawareness from Elazer in those later parts of the series. Very unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the game is played. It's a game of information after all, and this was all we could ask for. Guys, I've been really Kozan. You can check me out over here. Of course, your last opportunity to maybe fill in that code on the Matcherino page. And yeah, give these players a little bit of extra money. You can find the link and the code needed to do so just above the chat window. I hope you had a good time. I certainly had, and I'll be signing off right here, right now. One more time, thank you for watching. Thank you for Alpha X for hosting these amazing events and allowing me to cast this. Unfortunately, Grant was not able to show up. Hopefully, we will have him back next time, of course. The absolute beast that he is. And let's just keep our fingers crossed that his PC will sort itself out again. Alright, guys, have a good one. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one.